Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders, John Hal here. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering just a bit of a market update, what's happened in the markets today. And also be covering some of the comments that I've been getting on my YouTube video. And man, I'm gonna have some fun with that, so get ready for that, guys. But with it, before I start, guys, make sure you head on down to johnsflashsale.com where you can grab your $7 trading course. Let me just bring this up through to here. Make sure that I got the right show here. All right, guys. So make sure you head on down to johnsflashsale.com. I'm giving away a trading course, and I've been getting some comments of people saying that they love it. You know, like, you cannot go wrong with this one here. You get all this education here that is not available to the public. You can get it for $7. So if you need some help with your trading, you need to grab this $7. And hey, if you don't even think it's worth the $7, I'll give the $7 back to you and you can keep the trading course. It's okay. All right, now let's actually get straight into the markets right now. And let's see what's going on. Firstly, straight off the rank, S&P, or the S&P 500. So S&P 500, bit of a nothing day today, bit of a gap up, as you can see. Let me bring up, say, the last sort of couple of months worth of view here. All right, so as you can see, right, we're still well below the trend line. Bit of a rally up. We're not really going up. We're not really going down. We're just sort of just stuck here. We still haven't closed this gap here. There's this gap right here, so we're still not really doing much, right? We're not really gapping up, we're not really gapping down, so this island reversal pattern is still in play right now. And also the Dow Jones. Now the Dow Jones has been doing the exact same thing as the S&P 500. We're well below the trend line still, and it's still just doing nothing overall. Little gap up today, little doji bar today. Again, guys, I don't buy this market whatsoever, especially what we see with the Nasdaq right now. The Nasdaq is still climbing just slightly, but guys, I'm telling you right now that this is a disaster. This is a disaster. Okay, this is not the right time to be looking at them, to be looking to get into, especially some of the tech stocks right now, guys. Okay, like, wrong time. This will surprise everyone. And one thing that I see with so many traders, they get so wrong with these markets, is they focus so much on a short-term basis, and they focus on being right and wrong, right? You got it right, you got it wrong, fight ego. It's like, no, it's not about being right or wrong with these markets, right? You know, if you're thinking like got it wrong, got it right, and all that sort of stuff, then you're looking at this market, you're looking at everything completely the wrong way. Right now, guys, on a short-term basis, I have no idea how far this is going to go, but over the next, say, couple of weeks to a month, you better believe that we are going to start to see a sharp correction out of the market. Something is going to hit this market, guys. I'm telling you right now, mark my words. Over the next, say, couple of weeks, maybe next month or two, I don't know when exactly, but especially on the Nasdaq, mark my words, where something is going to come out in the markets that's going to cause this to have a big sharp correction. It might be a bankruptcy, it might be a second wave, it might be something, but something is going to come out that's going to send this market through the floor and have a nice big pullback. So don't be fooled by this, okay? Do not be fooled by this rally. A crash is coming, right? A big movement, a big downside is coming, especially on this Nasdaq chart. Look at this Nasdaq chart, okay? Something will hit the market, okay, guys? And if you are trading the market right now, guys, I'm telling you right now is not the time to load up. Do your analysis and do your research and go look at every chart in history that has made a big vertical move like this. What has happened? How has it ended up? Have we ended up just continuing that big bull market and it just kept going on and on and on? Or have we seen, or do we see exactly what happened here, right? Bam, right? Big move up, big move down. We've had another big move up. What do you think is coming soon? Right? What do you think is going to come soon? Right? Mark my words. We are going to get a very nice move. And right now, this is a sucker rally. This is a sucker rally, and this is getting all the people long right now, and especially on the Nasdaq, right? And it's getting you long right now. You can see it actually a little gap up, and not really much going on, not really follow through. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is a sucker rally. Do not be fooled. Okay? If you're looking to get into the market, firstly, you shouldn't be don't ever buy the market when it's high, right? Buy the market when it's low. Dip. Buy the dip. There is no dip. So don't buy, keep your powder dry. So, guys, and the whole thing about you guys being right or wrong, if you want to become part of this trading world, guys, there is no right or wrong. Right or wrong is you taking a trade based on what you think is going to happen. Well, I think the market's going to go up, so let's actually place this trade. Instead of saying, no, I'm getting in this trade right now because it's based on a proven plan, and that's how I trade the markets, right? Now, you could have 1 or 2 or 3 different strategies that you trade, and that's okay, right? But as long as you're trading those strategies with a consistent, and some trades are profitable trades, some trades are not profitable trades. And so, guys, what I've been saying in this last sort of couple of weeks now to a month is that right now, guys, especially on the Nasdaq, this is not a V bottom, this is a V bubble, right? And it takes time for things to happen. Please, guys, I'm telling you right now, okay? You come back to me by the end of August, and you tell me that Nasdaq has continued this massive movement up, right? Because it's not going to happen. Something is going to hit this market in the next couple of months, guys. June, July, August. Something is going to hit it, and it's going to send this market through the floor, and it's going to happen quick, just like the coronavirus happened. Right? That's going to happen as well too. And we're going to start to see a massive move off. And we're going to start to see a very sharp correction down to around, I would say, around 8,000, probably even down to 9,000, at least the 9,000 down, I would say down to around 8,000 on the Nasdaq. We are going to see a sharp correction, guys, out of the markets. A sharp correction is around the corner. Do not be fooled by this, guys, okay? And please, do not be listening to these forums and these barge-ass people out there. There's morons out there who are telling you right now that, especially the people in the comments are telling you right now, oh, go long because the market's still going up. No. Okay? You are not smarter than the markets, guys. And I'm telling you right now, when something is too high, it's too high. There's no probability here, okay? All right, guys, so please, what I've been saying here is that I have no idea what's going to happen here today or tomorrow or the next day. And if you think the only way for you to actually get ahead in the markets is for you to know exactly what's going to happen tomorrow, you are wrong. That is wrong. What is right is that the way that a professional trader trades the market, if you actually want to be that, right? Or if you want to be like some of the morons that comment on my videos, right? You're wrong, John. You're wrong. Why are you wrong? Why should I trust you now? Moron! You don't even know what you're talking about. If you want to be good at this thing called trading, you actually want to make money from trading, then you must understand some things. And the one thing you must understand is that if you're just getting in based on what it looks like it's going to keep going up, well, I'm going to buy it here right now. Well, that is wrong. The way successful trading is working, it's not about being right or wrong. My mentor once earlier said to me, he said, John, it's not about, people would rather be right than rich. I'd rather trade the market and make some money. People would rather be right than rich. I'd rather make, I would rather and trade, make some money. This is how trading works. You have a setup. Okay, let's do this here. This is how successful and profitable trading works long term, not just you shot. You got it wrong, John. It's the new high. Morons! You don't even know. You don't even know what you're talking about, right? Let me tell you, all right? Over the last 15 years, I've actually gone through hell and back with these markets, and this is the way that you need to trade. You have a system. And if there is no setup here within your system, whatever system you're following, if you are following a system, if not, well then you're definitely going to lose a lot of money. You may be right and make some money every now and then, but you're going to lose a lot of money, right? Here's the way you need to approach these markets. Have a system, any system, divergent system, breakout system, whatever system, right? Follow something. And in that system is going to be a win-loss ratio. Right? That means you might have a 70% win-loss ratio. 70% of the time you're going to be win a profitable trade. and 30% of the time you're not, right? So once you have that in play, your job is to do nothing and wait as long as you have to. I don't care if it's a week, a whole week, for your one trade to appear that meets this system. Now, is this going to be a profitable trade or is it not going to be a profitable trade? I don't know. Oh, look, it was a win. Cool. It now goes into the win and the win-loss ratio. Is this going to be a profitable trade? If I take this trade today, is it going to be a profitable trade? I don't know. I don't care. I don't need to know what's going to happen with this one trade for me to make money. And if you're thinking that, you are completely wrong. And that's your mindset strategy that's keeping you broke in these markets. Because I'm like, oh, I hope this is going to be a profitable trade. If you're doing that, guys, it's the wrong thinking, right? Because firstly, if you're not even following a strategy and follow a strategy, if you are following a strategy, now you're going to pick and choose. I guarantee you the trades that you do, that you think are going to make a profit, don't make a profit. And trades that you don't think are going to make a profit, do make a profit, right? And this is where you're skewed, right? And it's like, is this going to be a profit trade? You know what? Last one was a win. I'm going to take this one too. And this one's a loss as well. Now this one's a loss. Did you get it wrong on this losing trade? Did you get it right on this losing trade? No. They both were right. Why? Because that's how trading works. You take the trades no matter what, and you don't need to be right to be rich in the markets. Okay, pumpkins? So you go, morons, right? Listen, guys, seriously. You guys that are all over me, you guys are all over blowing yourselves out of the markets. 95% of you guys right now are blowing yourselves out of the markets right now because you have no idea how to approach these markets. And you think you need to make money every single trade, and that's not how it works. You have a system, you follow that system only. When the system appears, you take the trade, and every trade you take, you must have small risk on your account because this trade here could be a loser. This trade here could be a loser. This trade here could be a win, a loss, a win, a win, a win, a loss, a win, a loss, right? Or a win, right? You can never know up front. And if you're trying to pick and choose, well, I think this is going to be, and you're completely missing the boat. This is how successful trading is done. It's not about being right. You know what? Oh, I got this right. I got this wrong, and so on and so forth. No. Right? Long-term successful profitable trading for the rest of your life is done like this. And if you take 20 trades like this with a 70% win-loss ratio, or 10 trades, right? 10 trades, even if it's a 1-for-1. Let's just say, for example, a 1-to-1 simply means $1,000, right? $1,000. That means you're risking $1,000, but then you're making $1,000, even if it's just a 1-to-1, right? But a 70% loss ratio. That means 70% of the time, or just say you take 10 trades in 1 month, 7 trades, you make $7,000, okay? And then 3 trades, you lose what? $3,000, right? So when you're looking at that there, guys, it's just like, guys, seriously, out of this whole process here, guess what? Out of this bottom line here is now $4,000 you just made. But that's the bottom line there, right? The bottom line, this is how trading is made. That's how trading is made. That's how long-term successful trading in the market, not investing. Long-term buy and hold is completely different strategy. Right? But if you want to make this bottom line the 4K, guess what? You need to stick to the strategy. Guess what? You got to stop trying to pick and choose which one you think is going to be a profit, which one you don't think is going to be a profit. Because when you do start to pick and choose, trying to be right with the market, that's when you end up going backwards. But if you do your job as a trader and have a system that even has a 70% win-loss ratio, even a 1-to-1, where you're risking $1,000 to make $1,000, or this could be $2,000, and before you know it, that's $8,000, and maybe that's 10 trades a month. I don't know. Maybe that's only, maybe you only have 5 trades 1 month and 15 trades the next month. I don't know, right? You take what the market gives you, and then because if you don't pick and choose with these markets, right? If you have this strategy and you stop trying to pick and choose, because who cares if this one here is a losing trade? Who cares if this one's a losing trade? Who cares if this one's a losing trade? Because all you care about is that when you're taking the trade, you are risking no more than, say, 2% on your account at any given one time. And let's say, for example, that 2% was this number over here, right? 2,000, 1,000, whatever, right? That number there is what you're risking per trade, right? So you're risking small. Or every time you get into a trade, you're risking small because this could be part, like you don't know. You don't need to know. You don't need to know, guys. You don't need to be right to be rich in these markets. That's the thing that's stopping you. Guys, this is the number one thing that's made me do well out of the markets is I don't care. I call it the not give a shit factor. My job is to take these trades. I don't know. I don't care. Is it going to be a profit trade? I don't know. I don't care. Why don't I care? Because I know if I do my job every single time with this one strategy, because I've done my testing, I've done my research, and I know it works, guess what? Then I know at the end of the day that 7 times out of 10, it's going to be a successful trade. But I don't know which one is going to be part of the loss and the win-loss ratio or the wins. Like, I don't need to know. But if I do my job and just stick to taking these trades no matter what I think, hope, or fear, I know that the bottom line is that this here is going to drop out on the bottom line. Right? And the bottom line is going to be what? It's going to be, in this case, it could be more, could be less, right? But it's going to be a $4,000, say in this case, in this theoretical example here, right, is $4,000 here, right? That's how trading is done, right? It could be even more, right? You may even go through a whole month where you got 80% win-loss ratio. You had a really good month there, right? And you made $4,000. Heck, you may not even made $4,000. You may have only made $3,000 that month. But do you see what I'm saying there, right? You're making a profit. This is how you continuously make a profit for the rest of your life. And not trying to like if I say, guys, looks like we're going to get a nice, decent pullback in indices. That's what I'm seeing there right now. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen, right? Something's going to hit this market. And it's going to slap in your face so hard like the Rona did. And you guys are freaking out. Right, guys? Seriously, if you guys that are the chat box, like seriously, guys, you that's the thing that's keeping you broke in these markets. Thinking you need to be right with the markets, thinking you need to know what's going to happen the next day, or thinking you need to know what's going to happen on this one particular trade. That's not how long-term successful trading works, right? Because if you want this bottom line dollar figure to drop out into your account most months, it could be 3, could be 5, or whatever, right? Now, that's a theoretical example there, guys, right? I'm saying, I don't know what strategy you're trading or whatever, but you need to do, that's your work, right? You need to do testing on whatever strategy you're trading. But this is where it comes down to, right? But where do people go wrong? Firstly, they don't even follow this strategy over here. There is no strategy. Even when they do have a strategy, still 50% of their trades is strategy. And the other 50% is other bullshit and crap. Oh, no wonder I'm not doing well. I'm all over the place. There's no consistency, so therefore you get no consistent results. The more you can stay consistent at trading 1 or 2 systems or whatever you trade, right? And it's the exact setup, it's the exact same setup every single time. Even if you're trading 2 different types of strategies, right? You take and that strategy every single time you take a trade must meet that strategy. And that's how you can do well out of these markets, right? So let me actually bring this over here, because I'm telling you right now, like this is, right? Look at this here, right? So I've been getting some comments here, and you know what? And so like, look at this here. I'm doing the $7 trading course, best money I've spent. Fantastic. Lol, the ending. You said, Rob said, bro, you have been wrong about the bull market continued. You know what? I did. I have been wrong. I didn't think the market would continue as much as it did, but it did, right? Now, Rob, bro, if you really want to be a bro, right? My bro, Rob P with the R, nameless face, wants to be good at this thing called trading. I hope you can listen to this, because if you don't listen to this, you'll never make money long term in the markets. I promise you. As a trader, long term buy and hold, that's a whole complete different kettle of fish, right? Why would we trust you now? Why are you okay? Well, if you don't trust what I say, then why are you watching someone that you don't trust? Why are you being a moron? Why are you being a complete idiot? Why would you just waste all your time listening to someone that you don't trust. Because you know what I'm saying is the truth and nothing but the truth, right? And what I've said about the markets and the Nasdaq is that I don't know when it's going to turn, but this right now, this V bubble right now is in a V bubble right now, right? Dennis, my man, wrong again. The broken clock. You know what, Dennis, my man? You're probably one of my biggest supporters here right now, and you comment on all my videos. But again, I'm going to say the same thing to you, Dennis, my man. What if I am so wrong all the time, then why the hell are you listening to me for, right? Go listen to someone else. Because I'm telling you right now, Dennis, if you're trading the markets and you're trying to trade it day by day and try to be right with the markets, and then guess what? You're probably not doing well out of the markets right now. Or you might be doing well because you got lucky, but then suddenly a Rona hits and suddenly you get smacked in the face, right? Or you might be lucky and make money on one or two or three different trades, but then you get smacked. So Dennis, it's not wrong again. I think you're wrong again. And at the end of the day, Dennis, why, if I'm so bad at what I do, why do you keep watching for? Seriously, you don't have to watch. I am that bad. So anyway, there's a whole bunch of comments here, and I just wanted to bring that through to there, guys. And I hope today, guys, can give you a bit of light about. Listen, guys, this is not the right time. Like if you're looking to buy some stuff, you never buy on a massive rip. That's the fundamental basis, right? Buy on a big dip, right? If you're looking to do that, you never buy a rip, and people's like, right? And this is what happens with these big bull markets, right? Especially these bubbles in markets. They get people sucked in. They keep going up. They keep going up. They keep going up. And they get people in, and they keep going up. They keep people in. And guess what happens? Bam! Right? It takes 6 months to go up, and it takes 1 month to go down and completely blow you out of water. And we're having so many people opening up trading accounts and going long this market right now, and the markets continue to slowly edge up just slightly, or the Nasdaq is anyway, to get people like you thinking, oh my goodness, this is never going to end. I better get in right now. Quick, FOMO. And what happens when you trade with FOMO? You get your ass handed to you.